From the weather team you can trust, here's Chief Meteorologist Eric Snyder.
Now, they only give me 3 minutes to chat with you here. Chances are, just with our luck, over those 3 minutes, the odds are we're not going to see any of those bolts of lightning. But every now and then, and I've been watching for the last 5 minutes or so, you will see a few flashes looking northward over Lake Ontario, but less now than what we saw 20 minutes ago and 45 minutes ago and an hour ago, a sign that these are again weakening as they approach here overnight tonight. 73 degrees our current temperature, dew point clocks in at 62. Now we have some instability, but it's never as easy as that with Mother Nature. There's so many different variables and ingredients on what will allow storms to sustain themselves, and right now in Rochester we don't have the best ingredients. But enough. I mean, there's still going to be a few. Some rain, some rumbles of thunder, and more of the same as we go into our Friday before we put our foot on the brake. Rest and relax into a wonderful weather weekend. Partly cloudy skies. Temps to start the weekend, upper 70s on Saturday, low 80s on Sunday. Going to be gorgeous the whole time through. And then I feel like this is going to be my main focus here as we get ready to go into the weekend. Watching the track of this area of low pressure on Monday. Track, timing, a lot of small scale ingredients that will become much clearer into the weekend, all ultimately playing into what could be a threat for some severe weather again into the start of the new work week on Monday. Satellite and radar tonight. Now, at an earlier point here, before these had entered Lake Ontario, this was more of a gelled and organized line of strong thunderstorms. I see one bolt of lightning. That might be the one that I saw from that live shot just offshore of Hamlin. This part has largely struggled over the last hour, giving way to this part where there's better lift in the middle part of the atmosphere. A lot of these continue to blossom, generally east of Wayne County. Now, we got some rain out there, but most of the stronger stuff is off to the east. And the way the atmosphere likes to work is it competes. And when you have a part of this that is lifting, it's going to take a lot of the oomph and a lot of the juice and the stuff that allows it to keep going and strips it away. It's like Robin Hood. You got one that takes too much, another side struggles as a result. Main cold front still isn't here yet, though. We're going to deal with this going into the first part of the day on Friday. But even there, I get the sense that a lot of you aren't going to have a whole lot to track here into our Friday. The morning is a mixed sky. Could be a random passing shower, but a lot of you are dry. The flare up into the late morning and early afternoon, to me, favors the Finger Lakes in the southern tier. Less over here. Again, random shower, random storm, but most of the concentration is going to stay off to our south before we give that all up into that weekend, which is going to shine. Both weekend days look fantastic. Thumbs up for both Saturday and Sunday. Here's what I watch into Monday. This is what I call a heat map, trying to show where the guidance suggests the low will go. This time of year, you get a strengthening low right about there in relation to us. That puts us in what we call the warm sector. Whenever you hear your weather guy use those words during the warm season, we're usually referencing stronger thunderstorms, and we are squarely in that. It's got a lot of little variables, though, that we still have to figure out with how this is going to end up playing out. Broad ingredients, yes, we check that box. Still 4 or 5 days out here. Once we get closer to a day or two, that's where things really start falling into place. It's probably also the hottest day that you got on that 8-day forecast. Could be close to 90 before those storms work in.